Chop you broccoli, you gon' have to cop a cutie. Been a hustler back since I was selling fruities. Drinking sugar, mix it with the Kool-Aid powder. Niggas like 4 quarters, they gon' change up for the dollar. Dirty ass little dollar, man, it just paper. It can't buy you flavor. They don't wanna give her nothing, we gon' take it. I want now and later. Little funky ass little dollars. But you know I got a few. Don't worry about what my job is. Little bitch like Tommy off Martin.
What you tryna do at the end of the night? Hey, I'm only here for a short time. Ain't nobody tryna get curved, we just tryna get right.
What's going on, y'all? 106 and Clark, it's your boy Dean.
It's your boy Dean.
You know what I'm saying? That's Dean too, and I'm also Dean. What's up, y'all? 106 and Clark, we back again. It's your boy Dean.
And it's your boy Roy.
You know what I mean? We got DXTR Spits today. He got some dope stuff going on. You see this backpack right here? That motherfucker kind of fly, right? You know what I'm saying? We'll be back with Dex in a second, and we got some other things in store. We're gonna talk about the Jaden Smiths SYRE album, and we're gonna give y'all some acapellas. You feel me? Hit her up, then wake then bake her. Give her a little knowledge. She returned the favor. Sometime I wonder if she salty, I never taste her. But she ain't me like that, so shit ain't sweet like that. Be like that, be like that. So I be right back, but no I won't. I got shit on plate, I can't let time chip away. I ain't free to lay all day. This the cake I can't eat. I just Alright, y'all, so we got our first guest right now as French has vacated the seat for him. We kept it nice and warm for him. It's my homie DXTR Spits. He's an artist, he's an entrepreneur, a lot of things. I ain't gonna talk him up too much, I'm gonna let him do it himself. Come on, come up in here, bruh. Go ahead.
It's like, good, I'm chilling. How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you.
It's been a long day. It's been a good day. What's up with you though?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm feeling good. Got some new stuff on the horizon. So yeah, excited to be here.
Alright, so first of all, for anybody who don't know who you are, I want to know what's up with this bag. Because I like this bag.
We're gonna go right into the bag.
This bag decent.
This is an only pack. It's ONLI, stands for Operational, Narrative, Love, and Inspiration. So operational is the functional part of the bags. They're meant to be fashionable and functional. N is for the narrative. Each one of the bags has a print that's designed by a local Chicago artist. And the love and inspiration, the bag itself is supposed to be a beacon to keep you as a modern creative and inspired person creating. It's supposed to be that constant reminder.
Here at Password, only pass. All Chicago,
Yo,
all the time. The best city in the world, just so you know.
That shit was not a bad commercial. Like, I might actually keep that.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just out here handing out free commercials, you feel me?
Send me that clip.
Yeah. Actually, my homie Pugs made this bag.
Straight up, yeah. Shout out to Pugs.
Shout out Pugs,
OG.
OGG. So how long have you been doing your thing?
So, what's crazy is I've been writing music for about a solid 14 to 15 years.
Okay.
I did not actually start putting it out with business intention until about 2 years ago.
Okay. Which
is crazy because a lot of people, like, you covered a lot of ground in that time. But I think it's because I worked on the craft enough where it's polished enough, and it's polished enough where, you know, I can kind of like get out there and actually be like a force to be reckoned with. So yeah, a while, but a short amount of time at the same time.
That is true. I mean, if you've never seen Dexter perform, it is an experience. That's the idea for the mad science thing come about.
Yeah,
where, I mean, this man goes nuts. Sometimes he come with the shirt off. Sometimes he have a whole ensemble of people all body painted and turn off the lights and look crazy.
I've been getting a lot of thirst trap critiques about that shirtless performance, so I've been trying not to do that as much.
You know what? But fuck it, man. Because as male artists, I feel like it's important for you to set that thirst trap. You know what I mean?
You just gotta sprinkle.
You gotta be. You know what I mean?
Toss them in there a couple times.
I mean, if they don't want you, they don't want you.
Yeah, for real.
You know what I'm saying?
No.
What made you bring that to life? Was it like a crazy? Just you had it like a spark of an idea one day, or slowly built up? What's going on?
So it stems from my name and I guess some of my background. Kind of a life philosophy that I took on was to like live your life like an experiment. So my daytime job is as a engineer and basically
audio or
actually. So I'm here's the weird. It sounds worse than what it is. I'm a material science engineer by day. So that's my like daytime gig, like super duper. Don't tell anybody. Don't show anybody I work with. Yeah. They know nothing about my separate life. But nah. So
your coworker lit.
He like what? But nah. So you know what I'm saying?
Coworkers hating
basically. So I started with. I would say that philosophy. And then I just started messing around with the idea of kind of like bringing that into like a visual element. So I started these like mad science parties. That's kind of like my lab experiments gone wrong type shit. And even the name Dexter is designed experimentation, transcending reality, which is live your life.
I love acronyms. I don't know about y'all, but acronyms make me feel like I'm a part of something.
It's like 90% of my marketing is acronyms.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but nah. So that it kind of grew into something, and the blacklight shows and body paint shows kind of was like the visual representation of that lab experiment going wrong. And then it's just kind of become a thing since then. It's been evolving and adapting since. So
what's one of the craziest moments from that whole ordeal? Like give me a story when you were getting ready for like the first one. I know something crazy happened. You're trying to do whatever. It doesn't matter. If you're trying to be an artist, you're trying to be a rapper, you're trying to be an accountant. There's gonna be so much shit that goes wrong. Whatever can go wrong is always gonna go wrong. And the way you can tell the real niggas is they still here today. They was like, shit happens. Let's keep it going. This is what we gonna do.
Yeah. It's straight up fail forward situations. I mean, I got ones for shows. I have a funnier one for the book bag. So I have a funnier one. Basically, I got specs wrong on it. Like I sent incorrect specs to the folks who manufacture it. So basically, I have these big, they're like, you could fit like a 5-year-old in these bags. They're like really, it's absurd. And I'm gonna work them into some visuals and some kind. It's like laughably funny. It's pretty bad, for real. So I did that. That was one of my more expensive mistakes that I made, and I just had to shake it off. Yeah, it was pretty bad. Like I wish I'd have brought mine but it was like, you look like a Ninja Turtle when you put it on.
Okay.
Straight up. So
That's dope.
yeah, I might do something with it eventually, but when I was trying to make that into a real like piece of product to bring to fruition, it was a little bit discouraging. But you are like absolutely right though, for real. Like you're gonna have shit try to set you off track early and often, and you just have to have one of the things where I don't even really remember the bad moments in like a negative way where I let it affect any trajectory.
Yeah, like what?
I just kind of, it's just one of them things where it's like, you're going to laugh about that and then just, you know what I'm saying, keep it moving.
Just keep it going, man. What is something that's like a part of what you're doing right now that started off as a mistake or a fluke? I mean, because like for myself, I can think of numerous things. Yeah.
Kind of, I mean, you could say in a way that the mad science shows themselves kind of turned into that. It wasn't necessarily, it was a fluke in the sense where I just was trying it out with like one show, basically, because the song I released, Trap Nerd, the music video was like a blacklight music video. Yeah. So we just tried to bring it to fruition one time. Actually, SYRE, shout out to AMFM and all AMFM.
AMFM.
Yeah, so basically, we tried that once in the basement of the dojo. SYRE may or may not have been super inebriated and literally was just splattering paint and all this other random stuff. It ended up just like looking really dope, and we kind of brought that into the live performance aspect. And then kind of since then, I think the Rut Corp show, which was the next big one, definitely like solidified how weird it could get.
That was what put me on you right there. I didn't know, pause. I hadn't heard your music until then. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, dude, it was crazy. It was like it like took it from a sense of like, you know how when you see certain shit, even as knowing other artists, like you can kind of like fan out real quick. I'm like, yo, this is amazing. Dude went all out. You know what I'm saying?
It was wild.
Yeah, it was pretty dope.
That's still one of my band's favorite shows. To this date, this was that show.
Shut the fuck up, nigga. I'm just shit. Like, bro. Hold on, bro.
Man, I'm so crying ass nigga. Did you bring the hammer?
Yeah, I got the hammer, bro. Check it out, bro.
This nigga brought fucking hair. Are you serious?
What?
Man, fuck.
I went to home.
Off on their ass real quick.
Yeah, bro. I got from Ace Hardware and everything.
You look like I turned
I mean, whatever, bro. I'm just saying.
Like that.
Shit,
No, I
it's
just
not that
want to
effective
think I got the
that way.
right this side, right? It look like I got it, right? You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
You got it.
Let's get it. So, not to cut you off,
Yeah.
but we gotta pay some bills, and we'll be right back with a little bit more from Dex.
Remember that shit? It's not all
I
I forget. It was Family Guy. It's gonna rain.
That's my favorite shit that niggas say nowadays. You already know what the fuck going on. Alright, so we back. Had to pay a few little bills. We're gonna keep grilling this man Dex because he's an interesting guy.
Sometimes.
A Dexter.
So what part of the city are you from?
So I'm not even from Chicago.
Okay.
Posing right now. I'm
I
sorry.
mean, it is what it is, but you've
Sorry.
been here. You're
Nah.
like a part of the culture. You're part of the scene, the city. You
For
know
sure.
what I mean?
Yeah,
What's going on?
I'm from Maryland originally.
Okay.
Right outside.
So you're really nice. That should have been my first, like, I was like, maybe he from Hyde Park or some shit. I'm sorry, but go
People
ahead.
be not. It's funny too because people kind of in the same sense where I hit the ground running in terms of the music stuff. People would just assume that I'm from here, so they don't even question it sometimes and shit. But no, I'm from Maryland originally, right outside of Washington D.C. Is there anybody? I'm sorry, I'm looking at a live chat. I'm just saying.
You know what I'm saying? We on live.
DC
I'm trying
and
to
the
see
106
everybody,
and Clark,
you know
real
what I'm
nigga
saying?
shit. We bring questions out of our
You already know what the
phone.
fuck.
We check our Instagram lives. You already know what
I'm
the
just
fuck
saying,
going
you already
on.
know what the fuck on. But nah, so I've been in Chicago since 2014. Cause my job is pretty far north. I ended up living north a lot of times to make the commute reasonable. So I lived in Rogers Park first, and I'm in Uptown now. So yeah, but I practically live in Pilsen between the AMFM Gallery and the Dojo.
Yeah, man, you
And,
stay at both of those places for sure.
Yeah, basically. So.
Did you find the Chicago shit true when you got here? Like, did you immediately hit the ground running and you felt like accepted, or did you feel like it was like a city full of hating ass niggas?
So,
like everybody said?
When I first moved here, I didn't know anybody at all. It was me and this cat. Not
Like
like
an actual cat?
Yeah, not like person like me and this cat, so and so. It's like me and physically a cat.
Okay,
Like
for sure.
a really, really asshole cat.
Held you down.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I was kind of, when I first got here, I think I was coming from Virginia Tech, which had VT Expressions, which is like a collective of artists, really, really solid artists. And I think I was spoiled by those artists at first, where I was like kind of judgmental coming into the scene to be like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna find anybody who's good as the folk who I already knew.
Yeah.
And so I think when I got here at first, and I went to a few open mics that weren't like quite in the scene the way that other stuff is, like the Dojo AMF and that stuff is like a little more rooted. You kind of got to find out about it first and then get to it. So I had a false representation of the scene when I first got here, and I think I was like, man, these lame. Shit, at first.
At the same time, though, there is no like scene, but go ahead.
It is.
We'll talk about that in a second. I'm gonna let you finish your thoughts. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna let you finish, but but it's that. So I think once I got more deeply rooted and I saw just how many really polished artists and just the still sharp and still environment, I think that blew me away, and then it hooked me, and then it also sharpened my craft, because I was like, if they are all this hot, because it's not even just the music on wax, it's literally you seeing great performers, and I'm seeing great performers for a $5 show, and I'm seeing people who are better than big stages.
And then you get that energy from them too, like that same energy. Like, that's the best part, and that steel sharp and steel shit. That's the best part. And like for any that's the one thing for me being here my whole life. It's like okay, whatever. It's a bunch of hating ass niggas everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Like
I've gotten that recently.
Doesn't matter what neighborhood you live in. Doesn't matter what city you from. Doesn't matter what town you from. Are you good at anything? Are you pretty? Somebody hates that shit because they not that. You know what I'm saying? But that steel sharp and steel shit is super real. Yeah. And that's what it is, man. It's like I see my homies grinding and getting it and doing it, and it just makes me want to go harder. You know, never at any point was I ever like, oh, this nigga think he. I'm like, yo, it's doable. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the healthy way to look at it. Like me and Tulani were just talking about this the other day. It's a really healthy way to look at it. Like I don't mind being in competition with people if it's a genuine, friendly competition. So I like
any job that you have.
Yeah, I mean, because I boxed for a long time, and boxing is but boxing is a very solo sport. But if you're in a gym, your gym is it's like a team type of thing because you want the fighters who will come out of your gym to be cold. Yeah. So it's a competition, of course, and you may even shit talk within that. But it's there's enough of like a unified push that is cool, and I think Chicago has a lot of that. There is some genuine like hating shit that be happening. I see it more. The more and more I get around stuff, and the more that stuff is blowing up, you see it more. Yeah. But it's I think most of it is rooted in that friendly competition atmosphere.
And it really is. I feel like that's just like the majority of everything, especially when you get together like a bunch of people, like an artist. First of all, as an artist, all artists are weird, so stop holding on to that shit that dude said at 3 a.m. that one night when he was probably on Xanax and he doesn't even remember. All artists are super weird. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah. I'm not even saying that shit because we on camera, because if I didn't fuck with you, I would definitely be like, I don't even fuck with you. I'm just going to say this.
No, but on some real shit, man. Just keep your mind open. Always let in new ideas and opportunities. If you were 100% right about everything you thought, where's your fucking money? Ooh. And I'm gonna just leave it at that. Dex, I know you got some new shit for us. What it sound like?
A little something. It's featuring two of my good homies, Shy Tulani and Ace Da Vinci. And I ain't gonna lie, it's really fucking cold. Like it's really cold. It's
exclusive.
Back against the wall, I guess it's true. The more you gain, the more they test you. And I've been low, no chips, no peso. That's no bread, no cheese, no queso, yeah. And I ain't got no other option. Apologizing to a couple friends if I lost them. Cause I've been out here mobbing, passion chasing, affidavit, active pacing, staying on my toes till they throbbing. Hit them with the Batman, they out here robbing. Stone cold, villain, turn to hero. Hey yo, had to change around my business, got lit.
Verse in the book though. Just one verse with
I know. Oh, y'all don't get to everybody else. She say my Tyson hit it.
Gotta do it like that.
Yeah, I ain't changed, it's just growth. No more do I rack my brain, I just know. Hey, when they trying to tell you stop, you tell them no. Yeah, they try to call you, but you're not, you tell them no. Ooh, baby, I know they trying hard to stress you, baby. I pray to God that they just bless you, child. They used to tell me that I couldn't, no. Yeah.
Cause I'm a king in the legend, see.
Fade it out.
Bars.
How does that not sound like a Drake case?
It does.
Boy, you can step to this motherfucker like,
Boy, you wanna stop?
When they do that, they switch up the
That's for the young, grown, and the sexy. Look at the footage, right? Okay. Uncle told me how to do this one.
We're gonna talk about this Jaden Smith. I know we say all Chicago all the time because it is like the best city in the United States, right? Like it really is. But
I get you.
This Jaden Smith album is crazy, man. And yeah, we're gonna talk about this shit because like I've been listening to it. I know he done heard it. We was just in here stepping to the Fallen track. All right, let's ease into it. Let's ease on into it.
This nigga, you want him that be like, what's your top 5 favorite rappers of all time? And you gotta put, I'm joking.
What's your top 5 favorite? And you better say Tupac.
And you better
say Tupac. He better be on there.
I generally don't have a whole lot of favorite tracks, regardless of whose album it is. If it's an album, I try to listen to it as a holistic, body of work.
I fucked with it, and I was I didn't know where I was, and I kind of fucked with that too. Like right around like around song 6 or 7, you start to like feel like oh shit, like I know where I am now. Like I kind of get where this is going.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like it's a good feeling too. Too many bars stuck in my head, and for me, like I'm a bars guy. Like I hear shit and I'm like, yo, he said this on this track, but like I can't even really pick out any bars. I mean, it just as a body of work for me, it sounds like this nigga has no reason to be hungry at all, but he sounds like he's hungry and he's trying to prove something.
You actually, one thing to add on to that, in terms of a bar, one bar that did stick out to me, which I appreciated, he said something along the lines of basically like being humble, where he was like, I bow when I talk to Kendrick, which I thought was like a pretty interesting line, perspective wise, because that's not how a lot of the younger folks
think of it.
approach. Yeah, they usually be like, man,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Respect is important though, but you know, that's like he came from a whole different household than most people.
Whole different grow up, a whole different bring up, bro. Like,
Yeah.
Will Smith and Jada Smith is your mom and dad, dude.
Yeah.
You got two movie stars / rock stars / hip hop stars / TV stars. You know what I'm saying? And / Tupac's ex best friend, like for real. So it's like.
Everybody
got
love
a good class to
everybody love being like, but she fucked Tupac though. Greatest
I didn't
ever.
say all that. I said
Greatest
that's
ever.
I didn't see it.
The
Hey,
greatest ever.
I just wanna be your friend.
I'm not taking it back. I'm sorry. Let's keep going. So, for me too, like, there's a lot of shit on the album. For a dude to be 17 years old, you know, the level of emotional intelligence, whether it's people want to argue and say like he's a Drake stan and it's regurgitated or whatever, but like I wouldn't say shit like I'm locked in my room. I would never admit to being on punishment when I was 17. I tell those stories now, like you know what I'm saying, like. And the level of emotional intelligence was just crazy.
I feel like he had to spit bars like that, talking about some I've been locked in my room when you get homeschooled.
You know what I'm saying? Of course, he gonna speak some shit like that. Shouts out to my nigga Jaden, Batman, SYRE, going crazy.
That is a valid point, and actually it's something I was just rapping with my homie about this before too. I think that's been another interesting push in music in general. I think as of this current state of music, where vulnerability, especially with a lot of the men in hip hop, is becoming more acceptable, to the point where guys, I think, like, let it seep out a bit more, which I think is a really healthy thing.
Starting to get a little more feminism.
I think we want to call it feminism or estrogen or whatever. It's like everybody cries, everybody gets sad.
Respect the women.
And there's no way that I should only have a female perspective on these emotions in black music, because we have so many reasons to be these things. Like, I know you feel this shit. Like, let me hear it. Like, low key, I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna say, thank you, Ja Rule. Ja Rule, you would have never started. You would have never started.
He made
Niggas probably would have never went there, man. I feel like you opened the doors, bro.
That's real. He did that.
But you know what I'm saying? Shout out Jaden Smiths SYRE album. You were watching 106 and Clark. I am Dean.
I am Roy.
I am DXTR Spits.
We ain't playing that shit. We coming back with some acapellas. Fuck you talking about.
All of these.
106 and Clark. We back with an acapella from DXTR Spits. Alright, so I'm gonna shut the fuck up. It's about that time. Where you at, Dex?
Wait, what, nigga? That was not the plan.
106 and Clark. We back with this acapella from DXTR Spits.
You already know.
What the fuck going on?
Dexter kill any MC when I'm half trying. Yes, sir, cause the flow's like acid. And that burns like a J when you spark it and pass it. In the past tense, I might have been passive, but now I'm on the ass like an underwear tag. Better get yours fast, cause I'm coming for the stash like a DEA task force stay up on my path. Hold them back. We ain't trying to hear that noise, see? We getting white man coins. And they just want a token, black look. Play the game like the arcade. Push my buttons and I bet it's over. Quit drinking and smoking. Now I got laser focus. Set the bar so high you couldn't tell that I'm sober. Long reaching is driven. Range Rover, you a lab rats, I'm a king cobra. Chemical baths to get rid of the bogus. Split up the map to divide with my soldiers. Yeah, I'm the captain. Salute when approaching the spade is a spade. And we never are folding as full metal alchemists breaking the mold. You are just trying to eat, we want plating, that's golden.
How you gonna act like you gonna stop us? Look, Mick Jagger couldn't rock us. Tommy Edison couldn't even shock us. If you climb Everest, couldn't even top us. I am on 1,000. Yeah, that's in the clouds. Trying to join a Mile High Club with a jet. My whole crew silent, packing up some loud. I ain't heard a word that I hate to say yet.
106 and Clark.
Yeah.
This nigga got bars. We gonna see y'all next week. DXTR Spits, D-May Dot, motherfucking yeah, 106 and Clark. Ladies, here at Password, only Pass, all Chicago,
Yo, you
all
would
the
think-
time, the
yeah.
best city in the world. Just so you know, your coworker lit.
Hey, I've been okay, tryna figure this shit out all day. If you ain't ready, get out my way. Real shit, only niggas know them fakes. Big woods only take a thumb to the face. KRK with the 808s and the great 08s, making great A. Okay, all that shit I cannot take. Finna drop weight like Ricky Lake. Talking all that shit I don't tolerate. Finna throw your ass in the lake. Splash. Shit ain't safe, shit ain't safe. You crowd up the place, nigga, this ain't space.
Hello.